Hello and welcome back to Farm Simulator 2013 in the year 2013. I'm the Gray Gamer and we're back on Hegestead, my way, that I started yesterday, and we're back up at the house. We got the Camaro parked up, we got the Jeep parked up, of course we got the truck. I've only got one truck right now, still recovering from the flood. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go back and watch yesterday's episode. We're going to go ahead and fire up the truck and head on out. And like I said, this is the original Hoggenstead, but it's a modded map. And basically, as I pointed out yesterday, they just removed the trees and a couple of few incidental buildings, and changed this building here and put some sheds. So what I did was I purchased stuff yesterday. Got the harvester there, and the plow and the fertilizer. Got a couple of New Hollands, a couple of John Deeres. Let's take a walk around. Anyway, so we got the plow there, and we got the John Deere up there with the tipper on it. We got the other John Deere in that big barn there with the seeder, because that's the only building that would fit in. There's another New Holland with our cultivator. I just parked it over here because that's another place that I could park it at. Okay, and just so you guys know where we're starting at, let me show you again. He also made the changes to the map where it shows up where the selling points and stuff are. And let's hit the PDA. We got good weather for the next 3 days, and it's going to be partly cloudy, so I'm okay with that. Basic crops, and we have nothing in storage. So I just want to let you know that I wasn't holding out on anything or anything like that. So first things first, we do have this field over here, field 16, that we own, and it's already planted with wheat. So we're going to go ahead and fire up the harvester and get it going. And by the way, all the guys made it out of the Red Hill Fields farm okay. No casualties. That little bit of crop right there is withered because I knew one of the New Hollands. I've got two different New Hollands, and one of them has wither on the wheels and one doesn't. And I wasn't sure which one was which because I wanted to make sure I didn't use the one with wither on it if it was going to impact my alright, Tipsy Drifter, if it was going to impact my what am I trying to say? If it was going to impact on my crops if I hook it to the tipper. The cultivator or the seeder, no problem, because there's no crops on the ground when you're doing those operations. So while Tipsy Drifter's doing that, this will be able to hold this whole field with no problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out and run over, and we're going to purchase this field over here. This is field that's 16. This is 15, I think, if I remember right. Let me double check my memory. Yeah, this is 15. So we're going to purchase 15 and 14 today. And basically we're going to get back to it. And I did put out the word yesterday about whether or not I was going to do animals and stuff, and I'm leaning against it. I'm going to basically, if I do any animals, it will be very minimal at this juncture. So, but you never know how things change. Obviously we're here because things change. Alright, so we got the harvester going over there. We purchased these fields. Now what I want to do is I want to take the first I want to get on the New Holland here, and I'm going to use the plow, and I'm going to start connecting fields 15 and 16 together. And yes, I'm going to do it myself. Okay, this is the one that's got all the fancy doodads in it. It's got all kinds of stuff, and then there's a HUD. Let's see, if I hit O, does it bring up the HUD? Let's see, now hit O, brings up the HUD. You can put dual wheels on, left turn signal, hazard lights, da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da-da, all that stuff. So turn off the HUD, get out of that view, just because I don't operate well in that view. But we do have beacons, and they flash different, so that's cool. But again, the point being, we're going to do some plowing, and we're going to connect these fields together. Now, if you guys watch Fadman and Hitman co-op, they put all three of these fields together and made a huge field, a wheat field, and that's totally cool, and I like that idea, especially the fact that the trees are gone, because they had to deal with the trees, and I don't want to do that. So lower that down. Let's see, lower that down. Yes. And we want to allow the creation of fields. Yes. And I'm just doing this to get the border. There we go. Now let's run it up on the other end. And I'll move the harvester here in a minute. Wow, that 770 TerraTrack did this entire field, and it's at 10%. So that gives you an idea. Probably this entire field here would not be that big a deal, because this one will give it another 10%, maybe a little more, and then okay. What I'm thinking about doing here, folks, is I'm going to cut a line across here, and then we're going to plow obviously all the stuff in the middle. But I'm thinking about reseeding that part of the field. In other words, what isn't even with this side is probably going to be, I'm going to probably Does that make sense what I just said? I don't know. Anyway, everything to the left of me right now is going to be replanted in grass, is what I'm thinking. So up to this point, so we basically have a clean line between squaring this up, in other words, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time just saying what I'm trying to say. Alright, I'm going to go a little bit more. You know what? I'm not even going to try it. I'm going to go back over on this side and use it as a guide. I know it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd like to get it a little bit closer to right. And yeah, it kind of feels weird being back on Hagenstead, but I like the changes to the map. If I could figure out how to use the editor and figure out how to download this map into my editor, Giants editor, I would probably make a few more changes for my personal use. But yeah, there we go. That's what we want right there. So we're going to cut this line, and I'm going to actually take it all the way across. That way when I come back with the cedar, I know exactly where I want to put my grass line. So like I said, everything to the left of me there will be planted in grass. So I'm going at speed 1, by the way, so that's probably why it's slow. So I'm not going to do all of this on screen because obviously it would take a while. Oops, I went a little too far with it. Oh well. So, but that gives you an idea what we're going for here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get these all going. So now I can just go like this and line up with the grass and make sure there's plenty of overlap, which I'm going to make sure of. Drop it down and let it go. I don't know if I can. I think I can speed him up a little bit. Let's see. Wow, that doesn't even seem like he went any faster, but we'll say he did. But you see what I'm going for here, guys. I'm going for a bigger field. This is probably going to be wheat to start with. I also was talking about the possibility of just sticking with one crop, and somebody pointed out that if you do that, you're going to flood the market and the price is going to drop dramatically. So I didn't think about that part of it, and so yeah, you're right. We're going to plant the different fields again. I thought about going back and looking at my videos before the 15th of June when we moved to this map, or moved from this map, or from the original Hagenstead anyway, and going back and looking at it and saying, okay, what fields did we own exactly? I know we owned these three, the back three. We owned 14, 15, and 16, 17. We owned 17, and then down by the biodiesel which I can't even remember where the biodiesel is. I think that's it right there. Let's look on the PDA. It'll show us. Garden Center Dairy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, we owned the 3 fields down there. I thought about all that, and I'm like, do I want to go back and get exactly the same fields I had before? And the answer is no. I'm not really worried about it too much. We're just going to play it by ear as we go. So right now we're going to just take it one step at a time, and first step is to get this all plowed together, make it into one big wheat field, and then we'll take it from there. We'll probably purchase the backfield, field 17, and we'll probably put some other crop on that and continue on. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this for now, leave it there, and I'm gonna jump out and run my little booty over to the tipper, and we'll get that wheat unloaded from the harvester, get the harvester parked back up, put the wheat up in storage, because right now we don't need the fundage, the funds, and yeah, let's do that. So this is the John Deere, and this is our, why is it showing the HUD? M opens it up. Somebody asked me about how I modded the truck, and I didn't. It was done for me. So the truth is, I have no idea how it was done, because if I could have done it, I would have done it before. So again, thanks to Statman80 for doing that for me. I appreciate it. And alright, we got to jump out and run over here to the harvester and extend that pipe, because we've only got I'm trying to start the engine. Telling me to start the engine. What do you think I'm trying to do here? I'm not whistling Dixie. So there we go. Well, I'm the Great Gamer, and thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I really do appreciate it. And leave your comments and your suggestions. And well, we will see you. Well, I'm concentrating. Whoa, not even close. Okay. We will see you tomorrow.